Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the co-optional podcast for the 17th of March 2015. Jesse, your head's larger than usual. Is there a particular reason for that, or is it just because you're in an English kitchen?
Just my ego, TB. Just my ego.
Good to know. Good to know that in advance before the rest of the show begins. Welcome to the co-optional podcast, folks. We do occasionally talk about video games. Jesse, why are you giggling so much?
Why did you tell me that you made my face even bigger than humanly possible? I clicked on the actual Twitch thing, and I'm looking at it. My face looked like this. And it looks even creepier when it's giant and it's like cut off to here. So I don't know what is. Oh my god, what is happening?
You look good. It's fine. You look good.
I increased the size of the overlay. I gave you even more face space just to indulge in. It's lovely, isn't it?
Holy crap! It's horrifying.
I'm gonna have to go and look at this now.
I have a weird echo, and
It's not as horrifying as he thinks. He's just vain. You know how he gets.
You know what? That's exactly how I get vain.
Vain.
Very vain.
You are so vain, Jesse. Everyone knows.
I am.
I bet you think this song is about you, don't you?
This podcast, maybe.
Yeah. To be fair, less people tune in when you're not here, so you've got that going for you. That they wouldn't have noticed. Yeah, but the editing on it was a bit weird. But I mean, it was cool to be a part of the BAFTA Awards, because obviously the BAFTAs are a big deal in the UK. And it was also cool to be mocked by the host, who said that I get confused if I don't talk about FOV sliders for 45 minutes. So like, thank you, host. You did your research. Somewhat. Mr. Rufus, I believe, was his name. He was actually quite funny. But it was a little bit weird to have him say the words Total Biscuit. That I need to think about changing my name. This is getting to the point where I'm starting to end up on TV now.
You're welcome.
And I'm looking
You're
very
welcome.
silly. But,
Join me in the not wacky side of the internet.
Indeed, yes.
Join me.
And it's like I introduced
The more
myself by my
vain,
real
less
name
wacky.
instead of that, and then he insisted on calling me by my YouTube name. Like, fuck! I wanted to be taken seriously on UK national television. Apparently, I don't get to do that now.
Nope.
Mr. Rufus Hound. He's
Just a complete biscuit.
Yep, complete and total biscuit. What a twat.
Some cookie.
Some cookie. That was the bad Chinese translation of that press release, wasn't it? They translated my name into some cookie.
Some
Like,
cookie.
lovely. So what else have we been playing this week? We had Skype issues during the break.
She gone, dog. She gone. That is the face. I've seen the face of women who have left me before. That is one of those faces. Sad, but unemotional.
That's going to be a disconnection by the looks of it. Okay, well, we will hopefully try and resolve that. Sid Meier's Starships is a waste of space.
It sucks because Beyond Earth is basically an expansion for 5. Like, it shouldn't have come as a separate game, because you can see all the mechanics are there of a really great,
exactly
amazing.
the same.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like it's a great mod, is what it feels. It feels like some dude in his basement made the best Civ 5 mod ever.
Oh yeah, and if
That's
someone had
what it
made
feels
that as a
like.
mod, it would be the premier mod, because it'd be like, oh my god, that's incredible! You actually turned this into a space game. That's awesome.
He got rid of races and ethnic origins
And turn them into
and
corporations and
corporations.
ideologies, and there's aliens and there's different kinds of aliens. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are, because you can become like either a robot or you can become like pure human or an alien. Like, oh, that's so cool. And you can see like it would have been a badass mod, but it's a game that people paid money for, and it breaks.
They paid $60 for. Yeah, I played it in the hospital, and then I went home and did my WTF I'm like, I played this game on morphine and I still found it boring. You've got some problems. And I had a lot of morphine. That was $9,500 of morphine I chucked down there.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of morphine. It's good shit. If you're offered that much morphine, you will have it. It's good. I would like the morphine again.
Noted. Duly noted.
Good shit.
Just saying.
Total
if you are in
Next time someone offers me morphine, I will be
look.
like, give me that.
Nobody likes hospital. Morphine is the only upside of hospital. Take it when you can get it. Trust me.
Noted. All right.
I want that to be the quote I want your face with that as a quote on Twitter in about 3 hours. I give you 3 hours, internet. I will retweet that.
Morphine. It's what's for dinner.
Man likes his morphine.
Now's a good time for a break. When we
Someone
come back,
offers you morphine, you take it.
You
Morphine's
will.
good shit. Total Biscuit.
Good shit.
2015.
Morphine is good shit. You're watching the Co-optional Podcast. We'll be right back after a few minutes to talk about gaming news and possibly morphine. Don't go anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
my pirate
Plus,
fact.
also,
They had
flintlock
sex with
pistols.
barrels.
Anything with flintlock pistols in it is automatically a better game.
And they had sex with barrels.
What?
What?
They would all have barrels. They would put a barrel in the middle. They would look, man. I had to do a report on pirates in the 8th grade, and I learned that they had sex
I'm
with
fairly
barrels.
sure that the 8th grade.
How do you have sex with a barrel?
They'd have a barrel, and they bang the look. I don't know how
What? They
to have
drill
sex
a
with
hole in
barrels.
it?
Yes.
You get splinters.
Yes.
That's fucking.
But-
Why'd you do
but-
that?
I don't know. All I know is they would have sex with
I don't
barrels.
think that's true. I don't think that's true.
totally
I
true.
think this is one of those situations
Totally
where
true.
one of your school friends came up with an elaborate ruse to lie to you, and you've
Wait,
believed
whoa,
it
whoa,
for the
whoa,
last
whoa,
20
whoa,
years.
Whoa, pause. A school friend came up with an elaborate ruse to go to the library, publish a
Did
book.
pirates
and
have
How-
sex with
How do you have
barrels?
sex with a barrel? I don't.
Pirates had sex. They had sex barrels. Shut up.
They had-
Pirates had sex barrels.
They had sex barrels? That's a whole other
Yes.
thing.
They had sex barrels.
I'm gonna Google what is
He's
a.
looking at it right now.
Actually, he's not wrong.
What?
Okay.
Thank you.
So apparently there is a vulgar term called one's turn in the barrel. There is a vulgar joke associated with the phrase about soldiers putting their penises through a hole in a barrel to receive oral sex. When a new recruit asked who was in the barrel, he was ordered to shut up. Several days later, he was told it was his turn in the barrel. I'm not sure if the vulgar joke is the source of the phrase. So this is still not pirates
So they
yet,
weren't
though.
having sex with a barrel. They were having sex with someone inside a
Look,
barrel.
So it's a
eighth grade was
glory hole,
long time
basically,
ago.
in a barrel.
It's a glory hole. Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
8th grade was a long time ago.
Okay, so
All I
this
remember
is
is
from
they
Urban
had sex with
Dictionary.
barrels.
In the barrel, a phrase taken from a popular joke. To say someone is in the barrel or taking a turn in the barrel means it's their turn to do an unpleasant task or suffer an unpleasant experience. A sailor on a Navy ship who had been out at sea for weeks was beginning to go through sex withdrawal. Fed up with the lack of sex, he asked one of his shipmates what he did when the pressure was too much to take. Said, well, there's a barrel with a hole in it near the mop storage. When it gets to be too much for us, we use that. So the sailor went over to the barrel and decided to give it a go. Finding it was better than he expected, he began using it regularly and his problems seemed to vanish. After a couple of weeks, his commanding officer began to take notice and said, you seem to be a lot more relaxed. What's your secret? The sailor, embarrassed to give a straight answer, simply said he'd been getting better rest. Well, good, sailor, you're going to need it because the day's your turn in the barrel. This is not historically accurate at all. This is a joke. Someone fucked with you, Jesse. There's no doubt.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm telling you right now.
Do you remember the name of the book that you read this in? I don't. I'm not sure.
Look. It was in 8th grade. That was like in 1946. I couldn't tell you what this book was called to save my life.
1940.
But
How old are you?
My late 80s. I've got grandkids.
What?
It's bad. But I'm saying that I think don't question it. Just go with it.
Sodomy and the pirate tradition, English sea rovers.
Yeah. See.
No, there's still nothing to do with barrels here whatsoever.
Look, guys, sex barrels are totally real. Or what you say.
I don't think this is a thing. I'm sorry.
I agree.
All I'm saying is try to play Black Flag now. Try to play Assassin's Creed now. And think that they
Within
aren't
the
all
entire
doing it.
book of Sodomy and the Pirate Tradition, English Sea Rovers in the 17th Century, there is only one mention of the word barrel, and it has nothing to do with having sex with it. So we have concluded that you were bullshitted in school, and you've
I
believed
read
this
it in
for
a
20...
book.
No,
I
you
read it in a
didn't!
book.
You were lied to!
You didn't. You
Read it in a
didn't.
book. Read it
You
in a
didn't.
book.
They did not have
I
sex
read
with
it in a
barrels,
book.
you were bullshitted.
You are wrong.
But I like how he had to research it to come to that conclusion.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean-
obviously they didn't have sex with barrels.
What?
I think no.
How would you do? You're on morphine. Get out of here.
I'm
You're
not
drunk.
on morphine.
You're the American here, so
You're a morphine. You're a
Your
morphine.
humor
addict.
is-
Get out of here.
If
We got a
I
morphine
could be
addict
on
and a-
morphine to
and a
deal with
criminal.
your shit, I
And an
would be.
Australian criminal. Get out of here. I'm the only one. Got criminals and morphine
Fucking
addicts on this
colonial
podcast.
bastard
I'm the only one who would know
over
it
here.
better.
It's like, you stole your country, you fucking thief. It's ours by right. Give it back.
Whatever. Technicalities.
And now you're in England. God knows how you managed that one. I'm surprised
I'm
they let you
wearing
through
my
the
American
border.
flag shoes when
It's
I
like,
walk around.
he's one of those colonial swine. Throw him in the dungeon.
This entire Britain's there's no whatever. Everyone here is not from like I expect British people to be Britain-ish, but they're not
Not
British.
a real word, but okay.
They're like
You
it's
expect
a
British people to
worldly,
be British. Okay.
It's very proudly. Like, people from all over the world are in London. Like,
God,
it's,
how dare they?
Yeah, it's not. I want it to be quaint. It's not quaint.
Well, why the fuck are you in
Metropolitan.
London then? London is the last place you want to go for quaint. Trust me.
Yeah, but if you go outside of London, then it becomes like you can't understand what the hell they're saying, and it's creepy. I don't want none of that.
It's creepy.
It's creepy. Look, the beds.
Different languages are creepy. Like, gross.
It is. It's creepy.
American xenophobic bastard.
Whatever. We'll bomb you.
Well,
I don't know.
You might. They might. It's possible.
Take it up with me on Tumblr.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to not give a shit.
I loved it.
And that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Please do go check out our channels. You can find them below. See, right here, this entire time. The name of our channels has been right here. So go and visit them. Please subscribe to us if you have not already. Big thanks to our guest, Ms. Alana Pierce. Thank you very much for coming in and certainly filling in when we lacked a fourth host. Thank God you were talkative and not like some other guests we've had. That would have been a very awkward show. That would have been Kitchen Jesse and the backing band, and we can all do without that. You've been watching the Corruptional Podcast. Thank you very much for watching. Please check out the SoundCloud if you want to download the audio, and of course, you can check out our iTunes feed. And if you missed any of the show today, you'll find it on Thursday on youtube.com/cynicalbrit. We'll see you next time. Good night.